The idea of reducing energy consumption in our homes in order to reduce the amount of fossil fuels that are used and produce greenhouse gases is a strong theme on your exam paper and can earn you a lot of marks. This is a typical house. Inside the house, you will find several methods of reducing the amount of heat which can escape the house. If we can insulate a house enough to trap heat for long periods of time, this will mean we will have to have our heating on for less. If we have our heating on for less time, we use less energy. In other words, the power stations which supply us with the energy to heat our homes will have to burn less coal or oil, etc., producing less greenhouse gases. Each method of insulation will cost us some money to install. And the idea of cost effectiveness and payback time is also a strong theme on your exam. If we, for instance, look at the cavity wall insulation, we can see that the cavity wall insulation costs £350 to install. However, because of the amount of heat that it keeps in the house, it can reduce our energy bills by £100 a year. On your exam, you may be asked to calculate the payback time of the cavity wall insulation. This would simply be seeing how long it would take at saving £100 a year to save the initial £350 you spent. It would be 3.5 years. If you want a formula which you can learn and revise to take into the exam, this is the formula you need to look at. The example is of the hot water tank. It says it costs £60 to insulate a hot water tank, and you will save £15 every year. As a result, if we take the cost, the initial outlay, which is £60, and divide that by the savings per year, we see it will take 4 years to save the money we initially laid out. That is the payback time. Things which are cost effective have a very short payback time. Things which are not cost effective have a very long payback time. Talking of things which are cost effective, if you look at double glazing, we can see that that costs £3,500 at least, but will only save you around £200 a year. That's a long payback time of over 17 years. So why do people buy double glazing? After all, unless you can guarantee you're going to be in a house for nearly 20 years, it's very unlikely once you pay the double glazing you'll save that money on your energy bill. Well, there are several reasons. The first one is it could add value to your property. Somewhere along the line you may want to sell your house, and people are more likely to buy houses with double glazing. Secondly, they are excellent at reducing the amount of noise which travels into the house. This is because double glazing works by having a vacuum in between two sheets of glass. Sound is a wave and cannot travel through a vacuum. So much of the sound which would have entered through the window is stopped through double glazing.